welcome back to the Stories of the Mind with Gavin Cutler. As you can tell, I am Gavin Cutler, and welcome to episode 5. We'll be getting started shortly, and make sure to drop a follow, because if you follow, you won't miss out on some great content. So let's get started with today's episode. Alright everyone, hello, welcome. And in last episode, I cannot help but notice that my audio was super quiet. I mean, it was really quiet. So I'm gonna try to, talk a little bit more louder, I suppose. A little bit more, a little bit more vocalized, if you catch my drift. Hope you guys have had a great weekend, week, whatever time you are watching this. I hope your recent days and your day itself they've been good. Last night actually was daylight savings time, and I hate it so much. I like waking up in the morning and it's dark out. I like that. I like that a lot. But now it's bright out. It's fucking bright out. And it's dark at 6 o'clock. Thank you, U.S. government. We don't need daylight saving times anymore. I don't know. I'm just complaining to complain. Instead of we usually do, splitting up the topics with the topic segments like how we do on YouTube, I mostly just want to just kind of chill. I feel like in my most recent episodes I've been kind of rushing things a lot, and there's no reason to. This is a chill podcast for you to stop by and listen to what's been on my mind or what's been on other people's minds. So let's just start off with what comes to the top of my head. Disney Plus. If you're a Star Wars fan or you just happen to go on Disney Plus, you'll notice that there's a series called Andor on Disney Plus. And this series is controversial. I mean, it was in the beginning, but it's a great series. I mean, if you're into the pre A New Hope, but after Republic, it's a great series. I think they go into the crevices of the Empire and things like that. So I really recommend the show if you're into Star Wars stuff, and especially if you liked Rogue One. I love Rogue One. I mean, the top 3 Star Wars movies is Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, then Attack of the Clones. I mean, I know Attack of the Clones is really controversial because of its cringy love scenes, but I love Attack of the Clones. I love it. I don't know, it's just a good movie because it's the turning point in the Clone Wars. It's when the Clone Wars actually began. I don't know, I just like it. I feel like the first half it's kind of long and it kind of drags on, but then the second half is when it really gets better when it's in Geonosian. So yeah, that's something that's kind of been on my mind, kind of been picking at my brain. Another thing is No Man's Sky. My dear friend Hayden, he mentioned he was playing No Man's Sky, and he wanted to know if I've ever played it. I was like, No Man's Sky, Hayden? I play that game all the time. And I did. I never played the survival. I just kind of messed around and created. But I've started playing it again, and I've started a survival world, and I have around 2 hours on it. The game itself it's a good game. I like it. The survival aspect of it can keep you busy, and it's not really repetitive. I mean, the first couple missions are really repetitive because it's scan, walk over there, scan again, fly, walk over, scan. So for the first couple missions, I just turned it on creative where I can just blast through them because I knew they were repetitive going into it. But after the first couple missions, I just stopped and I actually collected the resources. I saved up money, and it's going pretty good so far. I still have the default starship, but I think I'm gonna start pooling my resources and try to buy a better ship, because I always like the kind of like X-Wing looking ships in that game. I don't know, then eventually I'm going to try to get a storyline where I get a free freighter, then build up my fleet from there. But that's all in the future. That's going to take a hot minute, as you would expect with a game like No Man's Sky. Alright, so if you haven't noticed, or you just haven't realized, but I have talked about it a little bit, I have a YouTube channel for this podcast, and it's strictly for visualization of the podcast. Like, it has its own backdrop, it has its own intro, and like when you hear music playing in the beginning of it, it's an intro, and when you hear the music playing at the end of the podcast, it's an outro. And those outros and intros have visual representations on YouTube. So I don't know if you want to check it out or not, but it's literally Stories of the Mind, and just filtered by channel. You just look for the logo. But if you guys would, make sure to subscribe. It would mean a lot. And I've already had plenty of follows on this podcast in of itself, and I am so thankful. Thank you guys so much, because your guys' follows is like mainly motivation for me to keep going. That's the reason I'm making this episode, is to get more followers and to get more like reach and content. And don't get me wrong, I have a genuine fun time recording these episodes, but editing is a drag, and when you don't get much feedback on the episode, it's also a drag. So I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna, like, let's say we'll do 15 or 10 episodes this season, and once we get to the end of season 1, that's when I'll decide if I want to keep going or not, or if I want to take a hiatus. And I don't know. I'm just spitballing there. So nothing by any means is final. But just keep that in mind. If you drop a follow or download an episode, that will be one of the main reasons I keep going. Just that one follow, or that one download, or that one like, or that one comment, or that one subscription, it will mean the most to me. It will. Like, honestly. Now, I mean that genuinely. But for the Patreon side of things, I don't know, I'm kind of done with the Patreon. It's probably not gonna really, kick off, which is fine. It's totally fine. I really don't mind. So if you do go to the Patreon, if you do go to like sub, there won't be any more new episodes early or anything, because the Patreon thing, if you donate the $1, you get a thank you message on the beginning of the podcast, and you get a early access to episodes. But that's always a hassle to do, and plus you're hearing about the Patreon through the podcast, so that means you're already watching the podcast. So if you just donate $1 to it, don't expect to get those episodes like early, but you will get the thank you message. I will keep up to my Patreons for the thank you message. But also RSS people, the people that are following through RSS.com, make sure to go check out the Amazon and Spotify, because those might be more accessible through mobile, if you know what I mean. So please make sure to check them out. It's literally the same thing as RSS. Well, because RSS is the base. So please go check them out. Same with YouTube. It might be more easy to watch them through mobile. Alright, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry for the interruption. But I think one of the last things I kind of wanted to talk about in tonight's episode was motivation. Motivation within itself. It's let's just say a lot of my projects, a lot of my brainchilds have been destroyed by lack of motivation. Like, I can't tell you how many countless scripts I've written for short films, or like just short movies or something, whether it was made in Halo or COD or live action, that I just lost motivation after writing the script. It's just, motivation is a really tricky thing, because you could have a project that you don't need any motivation for, all you just want to do it, and those projects are really special. And I never have that. I'm gonna be completely honest. I never have that. Just no need for motivation. I'm gonna do it. It's disciplined. It's ingrained into my cranium. I don't have that, and I really wish I did, because I would have so many cool short films that I put my work into. But those things don't really come to light. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been really lacking motivation when it comes to content. So I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't really want to like promote it right here. But it hasn't been doing too good. I mean, I get a couple K views from shorts, and that's about it. I mean, I get like, 20, 30 views here, there on videos and live streams, but that's pretty much it. And I have over 100 subs, so I don't know. It's not the best, but I did give my viewers and subscribers a caution that I won't be uploading as much because I don't care. But I do gotta make a Christmas special because I think I have done a Christmas special on my YouTube channel, but I think I've been doing it every year now. Last year it was a Gmod Vin Diesel thing. It was like a discount on my Fiverr. I do have a Fiverr, but it's like it doesn't matter. So maybe in the future I'll do a special. I'll definitely be doing a Christmas special on here, but I'll have to record this really in advance. But yeah, who knows? All right. I know I haven't had a guest on the podcast in 2 episodes now. Look, I promise I'll get a guest on a new episode. I promise I will. It's hard because I always record these pretty late into the night, and all my friends go to bed relatively early because they're good human beings. They're not sleep deprived. I mean, I'm not sleep deprived. I still sleep in, but they like to go to bed early, so I can't really get too many people on the podcast. So we'll see what happens next episode. Maybe I'll be able to get my friend Jackson on, or my friend like I mentioned earlier, Hayden. But I don't know. It's all in the works per se. But I'm tired. It's been a long day. I did some yard work. Wait, what? Listen, I just got a notification that I'm live on YouTube, and I ended the live stream like ages ago. One second, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Well, again, everyone, I'm sorry for the shorter episode. It's just I like this podcast to be brief. I like, if you're interested in binge watching or binge listening to episodes, you can do it in a reasonable time. So I hope you guys have a great night, day, or whatever time of day or night it is, wherever you are. And I hope you have a good, tomorrow, a good week, a good month, good year even. And make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure to have a good mental mindset. Make sure to get your sleep and be good to people, because you never know what's going on in someone's life. Make sure to drop a follow, and I'll see you guys later. See you guys. Boop.